Hi, my name is Selena, and I am just documenting my journey so that I can see, and maybe you can follow along. I am 47 years old, and I went to the doctor a few weeks back and am the heaviest that I have ever been. It was quite hard to hear or see that number, I guess. And so this is my way of documenting my journey and how this is going to go. I started carnivore. Actually, the first time I did it was back in 22, and and I lasted a few months, but then I had a minor surgery, just removing a big skin tag, and I ended up with a secondary infection that lasted, I believe it was about 2 months. I was a mess, and so after that, I just kind of fell off the wagon, and then life happened. There was a lot of trauma that year, and it was really hard for me to think of anything health-wise or to be able to deal with that stuff. But anyways, here I am 2 years later, and I have finally been able to wrap my head around doing it again. And so, like I said, this is just my way of documenting. So here we are. When I went to the doctor the other day, or a few weeks ago, I guess, I weighed 280 pounds. I'm a woman who, for the most part of my life, I was lucky to be 150 pounds. And then I had a hysterectomy in 2011, and I have struggled with weight since, and it's been really hard. I have seen doctors, I've seen specialists, and nobody's got any answers for me. So all my blood work always comes back good. I have some doctors that tell me that they wish all of their patients were like me and had great blood work, but that doesn't mean much when you're living in this body that struggles to move and is hard. Trauma and grieving and things like that all, I know that all plays a part in it as well. So I've been doing a lot of things to work through that as well. So here I am. We get a half a beef every year from the local 4-H club. So I was like, now is the time. And then also I have friends who are butchering chickens and things like that, or culling chickens. And I have others who provide us with farm fresh eggs. And I have a love for dairy, so I do add cheese. I'm trying to break free from that one, but I think it's a lot better than sitting there and eating the cookies and the chips. I don't really sweets wasn't my big thing. It's the savory, I guess, and fries and gravy and things like that. So anyways, here I am, and I started June 30th was the day that I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. But I actually really didn't start until the 31st, because we went to a birthday party and I had some s'mores and hot dogs and things like that. But my brain was there saying, yes, you're doing this, which was helpful, right? My sister had taken some pictures of me that day, and I actually just wanted to cry, because I'm like, how does anybody even really look at me? So here I am. I'm 2.5 weeks in. and I have lost 11 pounds of inflammation and water. And I'm so grateful because I can actually move. I've been seeing a chiropractor because my back, the curve of my back had straightened, and it's due to weak muscles and accidents. Like, I've fallen a few times, and I had a really bad tobogganing accident a few years back, and I landed flat on my back. It was not pretty at all. But anyways, he's even really impressed with how things have gone, and he's like, look at your jawline, like, I have one again, and my hips are going down, and my lymphatic system is starting to move again. I have a reflexology appointment today, so I'm quite grateful for that, and because she also does spine flow, which helps. And yeah, so I have a pretty good support system. I was introduced to the carnivore diet by someone in our community here that I know, and he was talking about snack bacon, and I had no idea what he was talking about. And he's like, what other kind of diet can you have that you have snack bacon? And he's like, I do this often. I go down, and then he goes back and forth. But anyway, so I started looking into it more, and I think it was just called the Lion's Diet then. And then in 22, I started looking, like early 22, probably even 21, like December of 21 and January of 22, I started looking more into it, this all meat diet and way of eating and way of living, I guess, because really our life is surrounded by food and everything. And anyways, I started looking more into it, and I thought, you know what, I can do this. And actually, my now teenage son had decided that he wanted to eat along with me. The thing is that, like, I'm a really big gardener, so I grow a lot of things. I grow fruits and vegetables and all kinds of things, and I teach people how to do that, and how they can use different things that just grow wild in your yard and in your garden for your optimal health. But here I am, totally failing at it. Anyways, I guess like 23, I started working with tallow, which is beef fat, and I make body butters and salves and all that kind of stuff with tallow. And it got me thinking more about how I cook things. And so actually I started, and if I was deep frying anything, I went on like a donut making kick for a little bit, and homemade fries, but we were frying them in tallow, and what a big difference. So anyways, here I am, July, and I'm literally encroaching on my 48th birthday. It's on Saturday, and it's time. So I lost my dad to COPD, and his organs all shut down, and he was extremely overweight as well because of everything. But the man loved ice cream, and he loved fries and gravy, and he loved all of the things, and I don't want to be that at all. And I want to be able to run and play with my grandkids. And my teenagers. Like, I've given birth 6 times. I've raised 5 children, and they range in age from 30 to 13. So, yeah. And then I watch I watch my mother and her inflammation problems and soreness and all of the things, and I want to be healthy. I don't want to be like that when I'm 70. I don't want to be like this when I'm 50. So here I am, showing the world. And this time around, a friend of mine, her husband started on carnivore. He had a lot of health issues going on and whatever, and he was one of the, I'm gonna try it for 30 days, and he's like well into his second month, and he's like, eating is boring, but I feel so good, so how can I stop? And I get that. So also I'm going on a road trip, and I'm like looking up restaurants and stuff to see who, like, where can I eat? What can I do before I get to my destination and then all the way home again? Because this is it's a big road trip. And I know that it's going to be okay. I mean, if I have to bring a slow cooker and and buy roasts and stuff along the way, then so be it. I will do that. Because I want to actually be able to survive this journey, because there's times where even driving 45 minutes was too much. I'm getting better now with my back. But yeah, it's still, depending on the position, it's interesting. And I think the best part about all of this is that I actually have feet again. And so, after 7 to 10 hours of driving, we'll see how that pans out. But anyways, so yeah, 2.5 weeks in. I don't know what my measurements are because I have not done them. I probably should, because I know that that's the biggest thing that changes. I also went for a fair size walk today, and my muscles were like, what are you doing? Because, we were weeding the gardens this morning, and that's easy. The walking and moving is another chore. But anyways, okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to excuse the mess in the back, but here I am. I've got my big belly, and I'm not good at this kind of stuff. But anyways, here I am. My belly and my hips. I have noticed that I can wear shorts and stuff like these ones. When I bought them, I couldn't even put them on, but here I am because my hips and stuff have gone down. I used to say that I had an ass shelf. Sorry, beep. But I could actually put my whole hand like this, and it sat there. Same thing. My hips, I still have hips, but they're not. This is actually how I measure things, but they've gone down half the size of what they were. So yeah. Anyways, this is Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Thursday the 18th. So this is 19 days of full carnivore. During that time, I actually have had, I did have a small cherry sundae because I really wanted one, then I regretted my decision. We were in the city the one day, and I didn't know what to eat at the food court because I didn't really want the smoked meat at the barbecue place again, even though smoked Chicken wings are really good. Just don't get the salt and pepper because there's way too much salt. But yeah, I had a pita pizza with like pepperoni and cheese. I regretted my decision big time. And I was missing my dad the other day and I had an Eat More bar. It's his favorite. And again, I ended up having a big old nap because of the amount of sugar. I did not feel well. And yeah, I don't know, like I've had like little things here and there just to see, but I'm like, no, this is not it. Not it at all. So trying to just get my gut health back, lower my blood sugars. Like as you can see, like I am covered in skin tags and moles and things, and I know that they will go away eventually. And I have really high expectations, and I'm working through it all. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with my garden because my family doesn't eat half the stuff that I grow, so there's that. But I have other people in my life that do, so I just know I can't. And that's that. I'm just going to start calling them all food allergies because that's what happens to me when I eat them. I swell up and get sick and nauseous, so yeah. Well, okay, 17 minutes. That's how long this thing is. Anyways, have a great day, and I don't know, maybe I'll do another one soon.